Tonight, we walk the halls of your own identity. We will pull apart the threads of memory and body to see what remains when the tapestry is unraveled. Lie back, close your eyes. Imagine you are walking into a vast, dimly lit gallery. The air is cool and smells of old paper and rain. The only sound is the echo of your own footsteps. You are here to meet yourself. Let us observe the first exhibit. Welcome to the museum. It is a quiet place, isn't it? A sanctuary built of silence and shadow. Tonight, we are not looking outward at the stars, but inward into the abyss of the self. We often believe we are solid things, stone, statue, unchanging. But you are not stone. You are water. You are a process, a flowing river that only looks like a single object from a distance. As your breath steadies and your shoulders drop, let us approach the first pedestal. It holds a model of an ancient wooden vessel, a ship that sails the seas of time. Imagine, for a moment, that you are a captain. You stand at the helm of a magnificent wooden ship. The smell of salt and tar fills your lungs. You have sailed this ship since the day you were born. It is your vessel. It is you. But the sea is harsh. Storms rage, and the sun beats down. Over time, a single wooden plank on the deck begins to rot. It is weak. It splinters under your feet. So, you do what must be done. You remove the old plank, casting it aside, and you hammer in a fresh, new piece of timber. Ask yourself, is it still the same ship? Of course it is, you say. One plank does not change the soul of the vessel. But time is a relentless ocean. Months pass, years pass. Slowly, one by one, every part of the ship wears down. The mast is replaced. The rudder is swapped out. The hull, the keel, the sails, all replaced with new materials. Until one day, you stand on the deck and you realize something terrifying. Every single piece of wood that made up the ship when you first set sail is gone. Every atom has been swapped. If every part is different, do you remain the same? Now, consider this. Imagine a scavenger has been following in your wake. He has collected every rotten plank you threw into the sea. On a distant shore, he cleans them, and he reassembles them. He builds a ship using all your original parts. There are now two ships. The one you stand on, made of new wood, and the one on the shore, made of your original bones. Which one is the real ship? You are that ship. Your cells die and are reborn. Your memories fade and are rewritten. The child you once were is gone, replaced by the stranger you are tonight. Are you the wood, or are you the shape that the wood takes? Drift on that thought as the waves rock you gently back and forth. Imagine you are standing on a platform in a quiet room. You are tired. You wish to be somewhere else, perhaps a red desert under two moons, or a city in the clouds. The machine in front of you offers a miracle, instant transportation. You can be on Mars in the blink of an eye, No long journey, no time lost. You step inside. The glass doors slide shut with a soft hiss. The machine begins to hum, a vibration you feel in your teeth, in your bones. Here is how the miracle works. The machine scans you. It maps every single atom in your body. It records the exact electrical state of every neuron in your brain, every memory, every scar, every hope. The very song stuck in your head right now. Once the map is complete, the machine deconstructs you. It takes you apart, atom by atom, turning your physical body into dust. You vanish from this room. At the exact same moment, on Mars, a second machine receives the data. It gathers new atoms from the dust of the red planet and weaves them together. It builds a body that is identical to yours in every way. It downloads your memories, your personality, your consciousness into this new vessel. The person on Mars opens their eyes. They remember stepping into the machine on Earth. They remember the hum. They step out, feeling refreshed, believing the journey was a success. But here is the question that lingers in the dark. Did you make the journey? Or did you, the version of you standing on Earth, simply cease to exist? Was the person on Mars a perfect stranger who only thinks they are you? A copy, haunting the universe with your face? If the stream of consciousness is broken, does the self survive the gap? Consider this as you lie in your bed tonight. Sleep is a natural teleporter. You close your eyes. You drift into the black void. The stream of consciousness breaks. And in the morning, a person wakes up in your bed with your memories, picking up your life where you left off. Is that person you? Or are you simply the one who drifts into the dark, trusting that the morning will build you again? Let go of the fear. Embrace the gap. Let the machine take you apart. The air grows cooler as we descend. The hum of the machine fades behind us. We are walking down a long corridor now, lined with velvet curtains. We step into a room that feels strangely familiar. It looks like a dressing room in an old theater. Mirrors line the walls, but the lights are dim. This is the exhibit of the mask. Think of the moment you woke up this morning. Before your feet touched the floor, who were you? Just a breathing thing, a mind floating in the quiet. Then the day began. You walked to the mirror and you put on a face. Not your physical skin, but something heavier. You put on the mask of the professional, the parent, the partner, the friend. Throughout the day, you adjusted this mask. You smiled when you were tired. You nodded when you were bored. You spoke words that were expected of you, reading from a script you didn't write. The ancient Romans had a word for this mask. They called it the persona. It protects you. It allows you to walk through the world without being burned by the gaze of others. But it is heavy, isn't it? Now, you are here, in the dark. The day is done. The audience has gone home. Reach up with your mind's hand and find the edge of that mask. Feel the relief as you unhook it. Let it slide off your face and clatter to the floor. But here is the riddle the mirrors whisper. when you take off the mask of the worker and the mask of the lover and the mask of the name you were given, what is left underneath? Is there a true, solid you hiding behind the layers? Or are you like an onion? If we peel back layer after layer of identity, will we eventually find a core, or will we find nothing? Do not be afraid of the nothing. To be nothing is to be free. If you are no one, you have no burdens to carry. You are just the space where the universe happens. Rest in that empty space. Faceless, weightless. Free, we leave the scattered masks on the floor and step through a heavy oak door. The ceiling rises, up and up, until it disappears into darkness. You are standing on a balcony, looking out into an endless abyss of knowledge. This is the Library of Babel. Imagine a library that never ends. Look up, look down, look to the left and right. All you see are hexagonal galleries, stacked on top of one another, stretching into infinity. Spiral staircases wind through the gloom. The air smells of ancient dust and the quiet hum of eternity. This library contains every book that has ever been written, and every book that could ever be written. Most of the books on these shelves are nonsense. If you pulled one down and opened it, you might find pages filled with the letter A repeated 1,000 times, or a chaotic jumble of letters that mean nothing. But, because the library contains everything, somewhere in these endless halls, there is a book that tells the story of your life. It details your birth. It describes the first time you felt rain on your face. It holds the secret thoughts you have never told another living soul. It is perfect. It is accurate. It is here, waiting for you. But here is the catch. Right next to that book is another book that tells your life perfectly, except it lies about what you did yesterday. And next to that, a book that says you are the King of France. And next to that, a book that explains exactly how you will die, and another that claims you will live forever. To search for the truth in the infinite is to be lost. It feels overwhelming, doesn't it? To know that every mistake you will ever make is already written down on a dusty shelf somewhere. But there is a comfort here, too. If every possible version of your life already exists in the library, then you don't need to worry about making the wrong choice. The choice is already made. The book is already written. You are not the librarian frantically searching for the right volume. You are the story itself. You are the ink flowing on the page, moment by moment. Stop searching. Close the book. Let the dust settle. The story will write itself while you sleep. We leave the endless galleries of books behind. We walk down a narrow, white corridor. The silence here is absolute. At the end of the hall, there is a single room. In the center sits a comfortable chair, surrounded by soft, pulsing cables and a tank of warm, clear fluid. This is our final exhibit, the experience machine. Imagine that the scientists of the future have built a perfect machine. It is capable of simulating reality with 100% accuracy. They offer you a choice. You can step into this tank, and they will connect the wires to your brain. Once you are inside, you will not know you are in a machine. You will believe completely that you are living your life. But it will not be this life. In the machine, you can program any existence you desire. Do you want to be a famous artist? Done. Do you want to be loved by everyone you meet? Done. Do you want to never feel pain or grief or boredom again? The machine guarantees it. You would live a life of pure, uninterrupted happiness. You would be the hero of your own story. But there is a condition. Once you go in, you never come out. You leave behind the real world, the world where you stub your toe, where hearts break, where you fail. You leave behind the messy, gray truth of reality for a beautiful, colorful lie. Would you do it? Most people say no. Even when offered perfect happiness, we hesitate. Why? Because deep down, you know that you are defined by your struggles. If you climb a mountain in the simulation, you haven't really climbed it. You just felt the sensation. And somehow, that matters. We want to do things, not just experience them. We want to be someone, not just dream we are someone. Reality has a texture, a roughness that the machine cannot replicate. Your scars prove you are real. Your tiredness proves you have worked. But tonight, you do not need to make this heavy choice. Because sleep is a gentle version of the machine. For the next few hours, you are allowed to plug in. You are allowed to leave the roughness of reality behind and float in the warm, dark fluid of your dreams. The world will wait for you. The real world, with all its beautiful flaws, will be there when you open your eyes. But for now, the wires are humming. The liquid is warm. Let the simulation take over. The tour is over. The lights in the Museum of You are dimming, one by one. The ship has sailed. The teleporter has powered down. The masks are on the floor. The library is silent. You are no longer the exhibit. You are simply the observer. Drift now. Sink into the mattress. Let the question of who you are dissolve into the rhythm of your breathing. You are safe in the dark. Good night.